G-Wagon. Clay, ha ha ha. Ollie and AD engaged. You fumble. I'm just like, bro, that's congratulations. Shout out to AD and Ollie. AD always dreamed about being married, and I'm happy that Ollie is going to be able to grant that for her. Bro, no hate in my heart. Me and AD didn't work out, just like any other relationship. Sometimes relationships don't work out. AD is an amazing person, and I have nothing bad to say about AD. She's going to be an amazing wife. Bro, that's it. That's what it is. But what's tricking me out is y'all niggas saying that I fumbled. Like, y'all niggas don't know who I am.
We gotta talk. We gotta talk. We gotta talk. We gotta talk. First and foremost, I don't think Clay fumbled anything. He didn't want her. Okay? This is not a case of him wanting her. He didn't want her in the end. He didn't want her. There's no fumbling here. And I need people to get this out of their heads. A lot of times we think that our exes care. They don't care. They've moved on and they don't care. Stop thinking and wanting someone who's your ex to care. I don't look back at my exes and be like, yeah, they fumbled me. Some of them did me dirty, and I don't care if they think they fumbled me. I'm not trying to ask if they fumbled me, and I don't have an invested interest in trying to find out if they fumbled me. So I don't know why we keep trying to put it on Clay like he fumbled AD. At the end of the day, they got to the pulpit and he realized this wasn't the person for him. I mean, he realized before then, and it wasn't the one. You can't fumble something that you don't actually want. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, we just got to quit that conversation. Stop talking to people about exes and fumbling because they never wanted you in the first place. At least if that ex wanted you and they actually spent time with you, then maybe it can make a little bit of sense. But even then, like, your brain should not be thinking they fumbled me. I don't care if they did me dirty or not. I don't think, oh, they did me. I just think to myself, I've got to move on and I've got to find somebody who actually sees value in me. That's it. And then I hold myself accountable. Was I in a place that I shouldn't have been? Was I in a relationship where I also put myself in position to be mistreated or not to be cared about the way I wanted to be cared about? Was I holding myself to the highest esteem and account? Like, we got to leave this stuff alone about thinking your exes care about you, whether you're thriving or not. The brother said, listen, well done, shout out to AD. And he responded on on his post because people were talking about him specifically and how he felt about it. So he decided to respond. Leave Clay alone. Like, let the brother live, man. Let's play part 2.
I just bought a boat car. I'm lit. I'm excited. I got a G-Wagon that's about to rent out in Charlotte for $300 an hour. I'm not thinking I fumbled. And then people telling me that I fumble. I'm saying, damn, where I fumble at? But I want y'all to say in the comments, I'm here now. Let me know what y'all think. Like, what's the smoke? What's the smoke? Because I don't know y'all niggas. I don't know none of y'all niggas. I'd never met none of y'all niggas. I don't get why niggas who I never met got smoke with a nigga they never met. It don't make sense to me.
No, listen, I hear it. Listen, I don't understand. It don't make sense to me either. But I mean, it does make sense to me. I understand it. Sometimes it's a way of people feeling like, they're getting their own back because they felt like you were the villain in a story between you and AD. Now, I do believe that Clay, the way you handle things, could have been better, right? I'm not gonna lie to you. You could have done it better. You could have been far more forthcoming about your issues. Was AD absolutely blind to it? Absolutely not. She has to take accountability for the way that she also operated within that relationship, ignoring certain flags. But I can understand why people feel like you're the villain. Therefore, they want the villain's just desserts. And the just desserts would be a situation where actually AD gets the last laugh because she's now got the man of her dreams. Now, I've seen people comment on wild ass stuff like Ollie's so much better looking than Clay. And I'm like, you need to stop that. We do not need to try and bash Clay's looks just to prop up the fact that AD chose Ollie. Both these men are good-looking men. I mean, I don't mind saying a man looks good. AD is a beautiful girl. Clay and Ollie are good-looking men, and on their day, they get enough gal. Yeah, it's not necessarily an upgrade. It's just another man. Okay, all right. Kay's doing his thing. Ollie's doing his thing. Ollie, for what I've seen, Ollie really likes her, really loves her. So I'm very happy for AD. I'm happy that she found somebody who can appreciate her and care about her. But we gotta cut the crap. You don't even care about your ex's thriving. You don't care if they think they fumbled you. If your ex came to you, most of you, apart from some of you, there's some of you that would. Most of you don't care. They come and tell you that, oh, I fumbled you. You're like, yeah, that's your business. So why are we trying to apply the same thing to Clay? You know what I'm saying to you? Why are we trying to apply the same thing to Clay? The man didn't fumble anything. He didn't want anything. It's that simple. I don't want to make this video long, but shout out to AD and Ollie and their thing. obviously, oh, sorry, I took this is obviously on Love is Blind recent video. I will say this though, and I'll talk about this when I do the AD and Ollie video. I watched their podcast, really really good actually. I love the way they speak about each other. It seems very endearing, very loving, and very free. I will say this as well. Sometimes you need to get rid of what's in front of you in order to go to the next level. Sometimes the person that's in front of you, you are choosing them because of your lack of ability to see that you are actually not supposed to be here. You're supposed to be further along. And sometimes we don't have the tools or the resources to get there. And so sometimes there's a vehicle of relationships that help us maneuver ourselves to the position we're supposed to be in to receive what's right for us. Now, it seems like Ollie's the one that's right for her because the energy seems to match, the vibe seems to match. He seems to really be in tune with her. Had she not been told no, because she didn't reject him, by the way, that's why it's not a fumble. She didn't reject him. What ended up happening was he ended up saying no. And actually, it was God's blessing, right? Because in that space, when he rejected her, she was able now to open her hands to receive another person. Had he not said no and not been truthful to himself, and of course, I'm not giving him all the plaudits because, like I said, there's still some villainary aspects to his behavior. Had he said yes, they'll be married right now, probably miserable, and she will probably faking it for us so that she can look good for the camera and not feel embarrassed, which again I'd understand. So it's actually a blessing that the Clay actually said no. Not a fumble, but it's good that he said no. It's good that he let her go at the altar. It's good that they decided that this wasn't going to work. Now, of course, they pursued each other after the show for a little bit, and it didn't work out. It wasn't what it was meant to be. Whatever the excuses were, it's cool. Right now, she seems to be in that better place. And that's what's going to happen to you once you take your hands away from the very thing that's holding weight, that is not producing what's supposed to produce. There are people in your life that are taking up opportunity cost. Get rid of them. They are a weight that is hindering you. They're not doing what you wanted them. They're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. They're not taking you to where you're supposed to be going. They're not delivering you to the destination you're supposed to be delivered to. And every second you waste with that person is every moment that you could be elsewhere, healing, growing, and being happy. And I think that's what AD has seen with Ollie. That, and I'm sure she will think to herself, right, I wasted time with Clay, right? But it was a lesson that she had to learn. She had to take the L, which is a lesson, not a loss, a lesson, and realize actually this situation has grown me to a point where I must love myself more. I must put myself first. I must not how do we call it? I must not stop myself from getting what I deserve because I'm unwilling to put the effort in. No, it shouldn't be that way. And so I appreciate AD for taking that step. Now, Clay, for him, we know that obviously he's finding his way through, right? But please, again, ladies and gentlemen, nobody's fumbling you. Okay, I know they might have treated you bad, they might have cheated on you, and they may come crying and begging, but they ain't fumbled you. Most of us have not been fumbled. This is not a fumble. Okay, all right, you moved on, they moved on. Let it go. Let's not. I don't want to think about the exes and think to myself, they're fumbling me. It makes me focus on the past, not the present, and not the future. Okay, so make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, click on that bell button for notification of uploads. We appreciate you guys. Stay locked. I would love to know your thoughts down below in the comment section.